It's Tuesday. It's Mark Pyers. And it's Real Talk.
Down the road today, looking for another way
to ease my mind and help my living. It's Real Talk. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pyers Real Talk. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 540 in a row. Guys, we're just 10 away from the big 550. So it's pretty exciting stuff. Hammerlin is coming out today to rip the lid off the fake news, so stick around for that. Of course, we do have a special face swap today. Mr. Donald J. Trump, he had a comment, I guess, about this whole statute. Everybody's taking down statues. Everywhere you turn, they're like, yeah, let's take that one down. So basically, I guess he has a response. So he signs an executive order, and we have the exclusive here on Real Talk. So I'll play that for you momentarily, people. But let's go live on a few channels just so we know where we are. What's everybody up to this Tuesday Eve? Day 540 in a row, guys. How about that? How about that? We go live over here? Right. Sorry. You're going to see it for a moment. I'm getting a little bit of a feedback over here, guys. Let's see if I can fix that somehow. Anyway, listen, I'm with you. Send over your requests. I will be playing the BeatSeat for you in a few minutes. And I'll get over to YouTube as well, so we're rocking and rolling on both channels. Guys, if you haven't yet, head over to YouTube, subscribe and ding the bell. Live every day for the last 540 days in a row. It's the Real Talk Show. And what do we do here, Mark? We just get into it. Unscripted, positivity, just jamming out, music, everything happens here in real time. Unscripted for 540 days in a row. So let's make some magic happen. Just send over anything you want to talk about. I do have the Zoom open in case you want to go to the Hammerlin look, which is something like this. Hammer Zoom. Hold on, that's one with Barry M. Hold on a second, I think I got one over here like this too. Yep, nope, that's not going to work. I don't have Barry M on today. I think I have a different Hammer Time look. Hold on, this has got to be moved for when I do get someone on. Bam! See how we do? Just takes a second. And we're ready to roll. Let's go back to the Real Talk program. Guys, listen, Hammerlin's coming out later, but let me play you the Real Talk Donald Trump clip of the day. You guys ready for it? I need this for a second.
something to die for. Oh, won't you give me more? Hey, so many perfect ways to spend your days. It hit me. Oh, wow, there's something to live for. There's something to die for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something to live for. There's something to die for. Yeah.
You guys ready to get into it? It's Tuesday, day 540. Let's build some positivity. Matt Zabrowski, let me get a woohoo. Huh? Can we get a woohoo out of you? Woohoo! We got it. We got it. That's all I'm looking for ever in life is a woohoo. Out of you, out of me, out of everybody. We should be getting woohoos, more woohoos. Less negativity, more positivity. Let's make positivity the loudest thing in the room. So when someone looks over at you, you get one of these. Can he be any more positive? Yeah, I could. How about you just be a touch more positive, Mr. Sandpaper? How about that? Look, Hammerlin's going to come out here and rip the lid off the fake news because you guys you're snoring. You're snoring on me like Sleep Sofa Joe. You guys know about Sleep Sofa Joe, right? Tom, how are you? Phil, how are you? Phil has been on fire lately. Phil, love you, buddy. You're killing it. If you're not on YouTube yet, please head over to YouTube. Tom, I'd love to get on because Tom has been delivering just passionate information to the world. What information, Mark? About connecting. That we are one. There's no such thing as division. It's what politics, that's what it's about. It's about dividing you from me. But if you understood the testament to life, which is what? That we are here to help each other level up. There's no such thing as someone being better than another. There's only someone wiser than someone else, and then passing along that wisdom. Help them. Everybody's so afraid to give away the secrets. Ooh, this is how you do this. This is how you do that. And that's why there is a difference between who's successful and who isn't. I will tell you this. When I hear about this white privilege thing, I just want to tell you my perspective on this, okay? I think it's a crapshoot, okay? Life is how hard you work. I don't care what your skin looks like. I've been here for 540 days in a row. I don't get paid for this. I do up to 5.5 hours sometimes. And I'm still sitting here with 1, 2, 3 people on. It's not like, and oh, is there that white privilege? All of a sudden, oh, well, I should have millions of people watching because I've been live for 5. No, it's about earning your place in life. Everything is about earning your place in life. How hard will you work? Do you have what it takes to keep going? And listen to all the noise and keep going. Most people give up before they break through. Some people are so close. Some people get so close to actualizing their dream, and they can't push through. They can't give in to intuition. Your intuition is everything. If you lead with your intuition, you will find almost every time you are dead on. I think I've said before that the only time in my life that I've been wrong is by listening to somebody else. Never by listening to what this is telling me, my soul is telling me to do. And, something you guys need to understand about me, the reason I do this show, is there's something I call soulfillment. And we're here to fill each other's souls, but also when you give to somebody else, you fill your own soul. Yes, you fill your own soul. That is the most amazing thing in the world that nobody talks about. Everybody's like, oh no, you can't give away that secret, you can't do this. When you give away your secrets, when you help somebody up, you level yourself up. You fill that soul a little more. I talk about how one day you're going to be sitting on like your recliner and like 72, 73 years old, not able to use these knees and do the things you love to do, play golf the way you did, play the guitar the way you did, you know? What are you going to have to look back at? What you need to do is focus on making strong moments. Life is about making strong moment after moment. When you do that, you're going to find some exciting things. So anyway, that's my little rant to start off the show. Let's see, I'm going to share this to a couple pages while I go live with our first Donald Trump clip of the day. This is today's face swap, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. Uh-oh. That's not working all of a sudden? I don't like that. All right, let me try something here, because usually when that happens, we go like this. Ready? I think I figured a workaround, because this has happened a few times while we're live. Let's try this. Ready? Give us the update on all the stats. No?
Very much for joining me. I'm here at the U.S. Border Patrol.
Okay, I fixed it. So here we go. Donald J. Trump live from the studio. Hammerlin Jameson. Look, we're going to give it to you straight here on the Hammer Jammer Show. That's what we have to do. Is Ham Jam? Thank you, ma'am. Hammer Jammer. Thank you, ma'am. Let's see. I'm gonna try to close this back up and see if this works, because right now my feed isn't working over here, the chat window. Someone say hello so I can figure out if we're working. And here we go. Donald J. Trump. First clip of the day. Signs an executive order. It's Hammerlin Jameson live in the studio. Donald J. Trump giving us the update on all the statue damage.
Thank you very much for joining me. I'm here at the U.S. Border Patrol. We're talking about how terrible things have gotten out there. We really need some of you Border Patrol agents to come out there and take down these Antifa scum. That's right, if you see, they've been taking down statues. So I've just signed a new executive order that will put any statue harmers in jail for 10 years. We're not talking about a walk in the park. We're talking about 10 years of probably some funny stuff in jail with only statues. So all they can do is look at statues all day long. But the idea, first and foremost, is to take them off the streets, these people, these bad people. They're taking down our statues. The newest one, George Washington. I still can't get over that one. You want to take down the first President of the United States of America. I don't even think they realize who George Washington is. I'm starting to believe these people are so stupid. They don't even know who George Washington is.
It could be. That's actually exactly what he said today. Oh my goodness. I'm just sharing this to a few pages real quick. If you enjoy this program and you'd like to share it to your page, the more people that know about it, the more people we get to hang out together here on the program every single night. Hammerlin! All right, let's see. I'm going to get back out of here. We're good. So let's do this, people. I'm just going to bring in Instagram because they're always like kind of the late to the show party. And you know what? I feel bad. They were the ones who were with me from basically for the first year. And I give them the old, hey, I'm filming the screen routine. Insta, how you guys doing? I'm appreciating your existence, first of all. Secondly, because you don't allow me to stream from Restream, head over to YouTube and subscribe and ding the bell over there. It's going to remind you when I'm live every day. And again, I'm not having any luck with my chat today. I'm not sure what to do with that. However, send a message. Let's say hello. Let's get into some music. I just want to tune this so it sounds just right, all right? Give me a sec. So I'm going to play you a tune here. There's a little bit of time where I did some magic. I was doing like David Blaine type of magic tricks, right? And one of the songs I wrote at that time was called We've Got Time. And it kind of strikes a nerve based on all the rioting and all of the protesting going on. And there's a line in here about being a part of a movement, and that's important to be a part of a movement of some point, something you believe in. Absolutely. Just make sure that it's your belief and not somebody else telling you to believe something, and then to find out later that it's not even your belief. Okay? So find your own true beliefs, and live by them. This is called We've Got Time. I've been wandering around too long. I'm wondering where I'm going. And maybe I'm just sitting up like lies as the ground beneath me begins to shake. People often say just breathe and be good. What does that mean to me? What does that mean to you? So take me away from my miseries. We've only got time. We've always got time. You are the only magic in me. You roll the cards, you work the strings, and no one else can see. You do that hoodoo to me. I've got to get you back. You are the only magic in me. You hold the cards, work the strings that no one else can see. You do that hoodoo to me. I've got to get you find that movement. We've only got time, we've always got time. Take me away, give me something to believe. And maybe I'm just sitting on a pack of lies as the ground beneath me begins to shake. Hey, people often say just breathe and be good. What does that mean to me? What does that mean to you? So take me away from my miseries. We've only got time, but we've always got time. You are the only magic in me. You hold the cards, you work the strings that no one else can see. You do that hoodoo to me. You've got to get it there. You are the only magic in me. You hold the cards, you work the strings no one else can see. You work the strings that no one else can see. You do that hoodoo voodoo to me. Got to get you back. We've only got time. We've only got time. We've only got time. We've always got time. Oh, we get up, keep on grooving, keep on moving and find that movement. We've only got time, we've always got time. We've always got time, I said, we've always got time. We've always got time, we've always got time. My man Sigazon, loving it, brother. How are you? Good to see you. Guys, welcome to the program. This is the Mark Pyers Real Talk Show, day 540 in a row. Hammerlin, ladies, it's coming out a little while. It's music time right now. Sig's here. Anybody else that's on, say hello. If you're on Facebook, head over to YouTube. If you're on YouTube, good for you. If you're on Twitch, come on over to YouTube. Anywhere you are, Periscope, head over to YouTube. I'm going to gather everybody on the YouTube channel, and then we should just be connecting there every single time I come on the air. And I'll play requests for you. I'll do any impressions you want to hear. You want to hear Owen Wilson? We'll get Owen Wilson out here. Look, check it out. I was in a movie with a guy named Christopher Walken. I was in a movie where they make a maple syrup conglomerate. That's what we're going to do with Baba Ganoush. Look, Secretary Cleary is John. Look, I want to talk to you. Let's go outside and have a stogie. A stogie? Yeah, let's go. I like stogies. I'm a big fan. I did a movie called Zoolander. That was such a good movie. I love our Owen Wilson. Whoa, wow. Did you see that? Wow. All I have to do is say wow. Next time something great happens, I'm just going to go, wow. That's all I got to do is go, wow. Did you hear that? Oh, look, I was in a movie. I'm going in a movie. It's called Deviated Septum. Yeah, I was in a movie with, it was Owen Wilson. I'm not sure if you know him. He's got that really weird nose. Yeah, he goes like, hey, check it out. Yeah, I don't know, Norm. Norm does impressions, right? Yeah, so my impression of Owen Wilson is kind of like, works out, check it out, Secretary Clear. Yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah, I had my friend Artie, you may know him, Artie Lang. He was on the phone with me the other day. He said, hey, Artie, I'm going to try out my Owen Wilson for you. He said, yeah, give it a shot. So I tried it out on Artie, and he seemed to like it a little bit. You guys tell me what you think. Here's Owen Wilson going to the food store. Excuse me, do you have any Chips Ahoy? Excuse me, I saw there's a deal on Breyer's ice cream. Can you show me to the strawberry? Double strawberry. There's one with that's French vanilla, and then there's one that's just... I'm looking for summer vanilla. I saw it at the shop right around the corner. You have one here? It's called summer vanilla. I'm Owen Wilson. Whoa. Well, my friends, time is gone. Try to beat and have some fun. Throw away the work to be done. Let the music play on. Everybody sing, everybody dance. Let your music take your soul. It's alright. I fiesta forever. Let's sing a song. I don't have the lyrics in front of me. Fiesta forever. Oh, come on, let's sing this song all night long. All night long. Let's see. Sig said, "Where is Owen? I haven't seen him in a while." He was in, I think, GQ Best Looking Man one year. Was he really? Was that the edition where they were saying most interesting nose? Sig, you're hilarious. Yeah, of course, I won. I came in first place. I beat Tyson Beckford. In Zoolander, it baffles me. Like, it's so funny that he's in there. Like, he's got a very interesting look, but he's in there with, like, Tyson Beckford. And he and Zoolander both, like, because Ben Stiller's not really, like, but it's pretty funny, the two of them together. Look, I'm Hansel. Hansel's on fire right now. So anyway, let's put this down for a second. I think it's hammer time. I think we gotta get Hammerlin on the news. Look, it's about time for the old Hammer Jammer. It's Hammerlin Jameson live in the studio. Donald J. Trump giving us the update on all the statue damage.
Thank you very much for joining me. I'm here at the U.S. Border Patrol. We're talking about how terrible things have gotten out there. We really need some of you Border Patrol agents to come out there and take down these Antifa scum. That's right, if you see, they've been taking down statues. So I've just signed a new executive order that will put any statue harmers in jail for 10 years. We're not talking about a walk in the park. We're talking about 10 years and probably some funny stuff in jail with only statues. All they can do is look at statues all day long. But the idea, first and foremost, is to take them off the streets, these people, these bad people. They're taking down our statues. The newest one, George Washington. I still can't get over that one. You want to take down the first President of the United States of America. I don't even think they realize who George Washington is. I'm starting to believe these people are so stupid, they don't even know who George Washington is.
It's Hammerlin Jameson! It's the old hammer time! Look, I want to welcome you back to the Hammer Time program again. Look, we're ripping the lid off the fake news. Lots of stories for you tonight. We're gonna get right into it. You can see down here, coronavirus weakening may disappear on its own. Italian doctor says, this one I'd like to hear because everything we got over here in the U.S. says second wave is coming. So let's get into the story real quick. Coronavirus weakening may disappear on its own. Well, it seems to be what happens every other time there's a virus around, but let's see what Mr. Doctor over here says. An Italian disease infectious doctor, Matteo Bassetti, believes the coronavirus may become less dangerous and could disappear on its own without a vaccine. Very interesting. I'm very, very thankful to have this Italian doctor stepping out and sharing a little bit of the goodness with us over here on the Hammerlin program. I got my man Dag over here. He's listening to some fish. I think I gotta try to find a way to play some fish for Dagger going forward and get that jazz guitar out over there and rip it apart. I'm ripping the lid off on the jazz guitar Hammerlin. Look, check it out. We got another story for you. This one's interesting as well. Here we go. Trump opens door to another round of stimulus checks and direct deposits. This one could be interesting for all Americans. President Trump, a.k.a.
Donald J. Trump,
indicated Monday that he's open to a second round of stimulus payments. The U.S. economy continues to reel from the coronavirus pandemic. Asked in an interview with Scripps Local TV whether he's going to give Americans a round of checks, Trump responded, yeah,
we are. We're going to win big league. We're going to give a very big one. And it will be very generous.
Trump said. When asked how much money it will be, he said,
you'll find out about it. You'll find out. All you have to do is tune into the Real Talk program, and they'll let you know. But I don't share any information unless it's through the Real Talk program.
A White House official told NBC that a round of direct payments is part of something the economic team is studying. By studying, they mean who the frig knows. Hammerlin ripping the lid off of it. In March, Congress approved a $1,200 per person payment, which lasted about 3 seconds. And look, hey, if they could give us some more, that'll be great. Last month, the Democratic-led House passed a $3 trillion HEROES Act. That included another round of direct payments, but the Republican-controlled Senate has resisted, with leaders saying they want to wait and see what, if any, additional aid is needed. Well, needed is kind of a subjective word when people are freaking running out of money and looting and rioting in the streets. I saw someone break into a Best Buy for a laptop, only to go and sell it at a pawn shop down the street in order to have enough food to buy their drugs. So it's happening, people. Some Trump economic advisors have pushed the president to reject any additional spending and focus on tax cuts and deregulatory measures they argue will aid the recovery after a better than expected May jobs report. We shouldn't be doing any more spending, Steve Moore, a conservative economist, said. Let me ask you a question. This is just a rhetorical. If you give $1 trillion to the businesses, how about giving $1 trillion to the people? Huh? We're the ones who freaking keep this country going. Just saying, Hammerlin ripping the lid off. We're going to move forward to the next story. Guys, this one's a big one. Huge one right here. Novak Djokovic tennis extraordinaire, one of the greatest tennis players of all time, and his wife, Shalina, have tested positive of COVID-19. We're going to find out what happened here. This is a big one, people, because apparently Novakovic decided to have a charity event, and people gave him a lot of flack going towards this event, saying you should not do it because of this thing called the coronavirus. But apparently, Novak decided to do the event anyway, and a few people have already come back positive, so they immediately, let's just read this. Jose Miragado, so this. Novak Djokovic tested positive for a virus of COVID-19. Immediately upon his arrival in Belgrade, Novak tested along with all members of his family and the team with whom he was in Belgrade and Zadar. Not sure if you know where Zadar is. It's right next to the place where Eddie Murphy was for that freaking movie I can't think of all of a sudden, Coming to America. Anyway, he's not showing any symptoms. The moment we arrived at Belgrade, we went to be tested. I'm not sure how to do a Novak Djokovic impression, but I'm sure it probably sounds something like this. The moment we arrived in Belgrade, we went to be tested. My result came positive. Why does all of a sudden Novak Djokovic sound Russian? Why does he sound like Vladimir Putin? Hey, Hammerlin, how about you put the time in? You're not putting in the time in order to do a good Novak Djokovic. So why don't you stick to the script, okay there, buddy? My result was positive, just as Jelena's, and while our results are positive, our children's are negative. That's a positive. That's a positive. It's not good that they have a positive result on the coronavirus, but the fact that their children have a negative result is a very positive thing for Novak. Everything we did in the past month, we did in pure heart and sincere intentions. Sorry, I'm getting a little verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. The race war was neither a race or a war. Discuss. Everything we did in the last month here, we did with pure heart and sincere intentions. Our tournament meant to unite and share a message of solidarity and compassion. It's kind of what we preach here on the Real Talk program. So basically, the tour has been designed to help both established and coming tennis players in Southeast Europe to gain access to some competitive tennis while also having access to prostitute. No, that's not it here. COVID-19 is on the streets and it's affecting the people. It is all born with a philanthropic idea to raise awareness and funds towards the people in need. And unfortunately, Novak, in turn, came down with the old COVID-19. Jovic has been heavily criticized in the coming weeks, the several days prior for organizing the charity tennis tournament, the Adria Tour, has been come to known, and it's in Croatia. While the coronavirus was still surging around the world, the Adria Tour operated with no masks and no social distancing requirements. I'm sorry. I didn't realize how ridiculous Novak was in this situation. So 4,000 fans attended. None of them had masks, and they did not social distance. So they were probably hugging and taking photos with thousands of fans. Anyhow, three of the players, including world number 19, Grigor Dimitriev, and number 33, Borna Soric, these two names sound like they were made up, and ATP pro Viktor Trioki all announced that they had tested positive for coronavirus after taking part in the event. Following the cancellation of the Adria Tour, organizers announced that Djokovic would not be tested for COVID-19 while he was in Croatia because he wasn't exhibiting any symptoms. Djokovic had been seen playing basketball with Dimitriev during Adria Tour, and his own fitness coach Marco Panici tested positive on Monday. After more criticism, Djokovic's media team announced Monday that he would be tested in his home country in Siberia. Not Siberia, I'm sorry about that. It's Serbia. Hammerlin's had a few too many tonight. Djokovic has publicly said that he is opposed to vaccination. Probably because it makes everybody infertile. That's right. Call Bill Gates with your questions.
You can call Bill Gates anytime you want. I'll answer your questions. I'll do what's called diverting. I'll do what's called misdirection. And I'll get you to show up where the needles are. And you'll say, ouch, as we pinch one into your behind. And then you won't have babies anymore.
He's a creep, okay? We're calling it here on the Real Talk program. We rip off the lid on any of these shenanigans going on out there, okay? If you have any hard-hitting news, you see down there, you could contribute your notes and your love to Hammer Time. Hot tips. That's right. The next thing we have here, coronavirus. This is a very interesting one, especially with Dr. Fauci and Bill Gates trying to go out there and push a narrative that we're going to need a vaccine. Guys, let me ask you a question. How's that freaking flu vaccine doing for you? That's right, Hammer, ripping the lid off of it. The freaking flu vaccine doesn't even work. They're going to get all of a sudden a vaccine that's going to be effective for coronavirus. We do realize that virus of the flu is a coronavirus as well, correct? Am I wrong? Somebody let me know. Am I right or wrong about that? Because if I'm right about that, then there is no frickin' way that this thing's going to affect and help everybody, okay? Just not going to happen. Hammerlin ripping the lid off and giving you the truth, okay? That's what we're here to do, is remind you that everybody out there is full of crap. Okay, on the fake news mainstream, you gotta shut off the negatube and turn on Hammer Time. We're getting to the bottom of things. Okay, and if you have anybody you want to see on the Hammerlin program, all you gotta do is send a note in to Dagger or myself, and we'll set it up. So what we're gonna do right now is move on to the next story, which is a very interesting one as well. I was telling you about it. Here we go. Coronavirus could be diagnosed using an app which listens to your cough. Let's see if this exists yet, people. Coronavirus testing is finally available in the UK, but it's still a long-winded process, often involving samples being sent to remote labs. Hammer has a problem saying remote. It's just tough word. But a new project could offer an easier way, using an app to detect the telltale dry cough caused by COVID-19. The Oxford Vale reports. Oxford-based startup Noviac is also volunteering to submit coughs via their website and build up a database of coughs from both healthy and coronavirus-infected patients. And the company is also developing a language-based tool to detect the early stages of neurological diseases. Not a bad idea for a company from England. The idea is to create an algorithm which can differentiate between healthy coughs and those caused by coronavirus. The company says the current tests are expensive and slow and also pose a risk as they require an in-person visit and for people to stick something up your nostril. So the company hopes to build a database of millions of coughs by the end of July and is relying on volunteers to deliver a cough via their website. So, volunteers, just check this out. I'm not really sure how to do it, people, but give it a look online. All right, this is Hammerlin. Just trying to let you know there's not really too much information besides that. I still can't get the chat window to work over here, people. Not really sure what's going down, but I'm going to click off and do this. How about that? Did that work? Maybe not. Look, Hammer Jammer, I'm going to be out here again later for the wrap-up. But remember, if you're not ready to kick somebody right in the face, then tune into the Hammer Time program. Just so I can tell you. When you tune in, good things happen. Check out this short word from this horrible human being right here. Oh, of course it's not working again. Hold on a second, people. We need to get this working over here as well. Stupid poison. We call her poison because everything she touches turns to poison.
Hoods and all the
Well,
rest.
that's right. Here we go.
And then you merchandise.
Deal.
And then you
Hammer jammer.
You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic, and it's self-evident.
It's self-evident, she's saying over there. I'm sorry, Hammerlin had to go. She says it's self-evident because they've been doing it to Trump since the day he came walking down the elevator. I came down the elevator with my red tie on, and I got up in front of everybody and I said, look, I'm going to stop everything bad that's happening in this country, and you should rely on the Trumper because I've been winning big leagues since I was like 7 years old. My grandfather once told me, he said, look, you're going to win big league. Just keep that in mind. What's still on here? What's that? So, look, Hammerlin is a really cool guy. He comes out here to give you the straight news. And, look, I'm kind of starting to tune into the Hammer program at night. Melania and myself will sit down by the fire, one of our 76 fireplaces, and we sit down and we light the fire, and we'll cook some s'mores while we watch Mark on the big screen. And lately when Hammerlin comes on, I just can't get enough. I get popcorn. And I'm just like, look, Melania, don't bother me. And please close the door while you're taking a poop, all right? I can't deal with all of the noise. I can't deal with the smell, the Slovenian poop smell. Ugh. It's got a weird, like, cumin thing going on. Not really sure how to explain it, guys. Sometimes it smells like old food that's gone bad. I can't, but it's a Slovenian thing, okay? Let's see, I got Daggers telling me about some guy he wants me to bring onto the show. Let's see if we can throw this clip on and see what he's talking about. I think we could do it like this. Let's try this out. Is this your guy right here? Let's see. First of all, we're having an issue, as we usually do. Let's see if this will allow me to make it.
Rape Melania sign in front of the Trump Hotel, which he did. Anyone can find that out.
Let's check out
All
what
you
he's
have to do
saying.
is look up the legal paperwork and see that Mike Cernovich, who, along with Jack Posobiec, was instrumental in pushing the Pizzagate narrative, which had the effect of making anybody who talked about pedophilia sound nutty, ahead of the Jeffrey Epstein thing. Jack Posobiec, who was stationed at Guantanamo, Naval Intelligence, like Steve Bannon, and both Posobiec and Cernovich were at the El Paso We Build the Wall event that Bannon put together. My old boss, Steve Bannon. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Wait, I gotta figure out how to do this. I'm gonna try to pause it for a second. Uh-oh. I got the old sneeze on here. How do I pause this for a second? You know, this won't let me pause.
Paper towels. Important sign of civilization. Thank you. So let me do this. I've been talking for a while.
All right, so let's do this. Let me see what happens when I open it back up, because it didn't stay. It wasn't allowing me to shut anything or open them up.
Scandals that anybody can look up. Oh, by the way, let me mention one other thing. Dick Cheney, his assistant at one point was Victoria Nuland. Now, everybody knows now about Joe Biden in Ukraine and his involvement in that. But did you know that Dick Cheney's assistant was Victoria Nuland? Victoria Nuland was one of the people who put together the whole Ukraine operation. Her husband, Robert Kagan, is known as the king of the neocons, basically. Robert Kagan, who's a fellow at the Brookings Institution, which was headed by Bill Clinton's Oxford roommate, Strobe Calvert. None of this is an accident, by the way. Did you know that Victoria Nuland worked for two people as their personal assistants, their right-hand people? I just named one of them, Genie Energy's Dick Cheney. The other one would be Strobe Talbot. Go look that up. You'll see that Nuland worked for both of them. You'll also see that Kordakovsky, who I mentioned.
So this is interesting. This guy is super hooked in, obviously. And he worked for Steve Bannon, who used to obviously work for the President of the United States.
I had my time with Steve. Steve was a great guy. We just didn't see eye to eye on everything.
I'm surprised Steve is still alive, thank goodness. But honestly, these people whack you if you don't see eye to eye with them, and that's not a good thing. So let's get back to this real quick, and let's see if he has any more info that we can add on to here, or at least discuss with the old Dagger or somebody else.
Kordakovsky, you'll see that he was on the board of the Carlyle Group. You'll also see, if you look it up, he was introduced to them by Henry Kissinger. By the way, Henry Kissinger, close friend of Lloyd Shearer. Just pointing that out, okay? None of this is an accident. In other words, Kordakovsky's connection to both the Bushes and the Clintons. Type in Kordakovsky, George W. Bush. You've never heard of Kordakovsky. Well, I mentioned he's connected to Biden through Senate Resolution 322. He's also connected to George Bush. You'll see a picture of them together.
Listen, I think what's interesting here, I want to try to get this guy on the show with me because his perspective is all fact. He's just involved and connected. What he's touching on is how involved and how in control the media is of all of our thoughts. If you look at the connection between the Obama administration and every news outlet, husbands and wives of people that were on the staff, on Obama's staff, all run the media networks, all of them. And I think that's what he's talking about here is this connection, is that they're all connected.
And that means he's somebody who's rich, he's a billionaire, obviously. Through Kushner, he's sort of connected in, but that whole thing is an illusion. So let me do this. Let me pause for a second, put on my glasses, bring the camera in, because I'm blind.
Bilderbergs, yeah, that's one too, Dag, that I know about the Bilderbergs. That's a serious...
Yeah, I don't know. Someone's asking about the Obama painting.
Davos.
Who
yeah,
said
Davos as well.
Head of alt state? That was Kordakovsky. Khodorkovsky.
It's funny.
He called it the alt elite.
I got his program running on my live program. That's pretty funny. But no, it's an interesting thing. Dagger had him. He sent that over. And this guy is, I've seen him before, and he's super connected. And the Bilderbergs, the Bilderbergs, those people all run the Fed. They own, I wish I can get, maybe a couple of years back, I had my brother-in-law was telling me about the Fed and about how it was all created. And it was basically these guys sitting at Jekyll Island in New York in like 1913 or something like that, right before the war, something like that, something weird. And it's all the banks that own it. They said, we'll come up with a really cool name that sounds like it's the government that owns it. Well, how about the Federal Reserve? Sounds like government owned. Nope. Owned by the banks. Just printing money out, giving it away, and then we have to pay it back one day. That's the thing that's pretty messed up. Nobody's really talking about. So let's see what else we got over here. I'm going to play you guys a little something here. Get back to the main screen.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live in the studio. Donald J. Trump giving us the update on all the staff.
All right, Hammer. Hold on, Hammer. What else we got? Let me play this real quick. The Rockefellers own the land in New York City that the UN sits on. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Let's see what we got here. Ready? This one's not working yet either, huh? Let's try this. Each of these have to go through that same process. I didn't realize you had to do that. All right.
It's finally here. MAGA rally number 1.
All right, this was last night's face swap.
Hammerlin Jameson ripping the lid off the fake news. Donald Trump with some more from the rally.
Thank you so much. It's finally here. MAGA rally number 1. That's right, people. We're getting down in Oklahoma. I made a joke about the Sooners the other day. It fell flat. I think because I have a bunch of slouches in the room with me. Like this guy over there. Look, I'm just messing with you. Look, seriously, I'm so excited to be here. Oklahoma. Let's roll. Let's roll the Sooners. Let's roll them. Anyway, look, I want you to understand we had the greatest stock market economy in history. We went to the worst. And coronavirus, and now all of a sudden it's the greatest again. Look like that 1 month later, greatest, and it's going to be even better. We're projecting it's going to be even better. We're going to win big league. We're going to all make money. That's right, you can get the hell out of here, Sleep Sofa Joe. He's in his basement right now. I'm not sure if you saw. He's there taking interviews with his mask on. I'm here with you. All of you people, and I don't have a freaking mask on because I'm Donald J. Trump. I've maintained from the beginning I will pay Mr. Coronavirus in gold. That's right. I don't deal with illnesses. I just pay him in gold. So look, Fauci says that may not work, but what the frig does Fauci know, right? He's telling us to wear masks. Yeah, take the masks off. That's right. Let's take them off. All right, and I just want you all, let's shout out one time, okay, really loud for the Real Talk program. The one true platform for true news, killing fake news like those people out there. Hammerlin Jameson giving it to people straight, ripping the lid off of fake news. And let's hear it for one time.
Old Trumper, that's very nice of him. Very nice of Trumper to give me that little shout out at the end there. This is what led to that one. Remember he said he made a joke about the Sooners? Here you go. Trump makes joke about the Sooners. Come on, where are you?
Hammerlin Jameson ripping the lid off the Donald J. Trump giving us some news.
Thank you. I want to thank you for joining me on this beautiful day here at the White House. And I'm just basically talking to you about a few things that are going on. We have our MAGA rally coming up this weekend. I'm very excited about it. I've got my good friend here, Tim from Oklahoma. I was just telling him how I'm a Sooner fan. And also, I can't wait to get there for the MAGA rally. Could it come any sooner? It's a little Trump joke. But seriously, this is going to be the greatest rally in the history of time. They said politically they've never seen numbers like this, the amount of people that want to come and be a part of the rally. Look, I'm still having a major problem with all of the fake news outlets. They're all proud of the protesters. Oh, it's such a lovely thing seeing them protest in the streets. And then you watch the same broadcaster 10 seconds later say how irresponsible Trump is being. He's going to create the second wave of infections. Watch what happens. We have one MAGA rally and they're going to say that these spikes are because of that and not because of the Antifa scum all over the country. Yes, that's the liberal agenda. Look, I was in, now I'm out. They don't like it. I was on the inside, okay? I was on the inside and I decided to leave the warmth and comfort to give America back to the people. And you know what? We're gonna do it big league. Nothing's gonna stop Trumper. That's right. I appreciate you, Tim. Looking forward to our MAGA rally. This weekend, people, get your tickets. It's gonna be a love fest. Have you ever been to a MAGA rally? I have such a great crowd. People are smiling and being friendly. And they all want a peaceful existence in America, unlike George Soros and Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. Or as some have called them, Satan's Triangle.
So I'm going to play you guys a song, but first thing, one more thing. This is what, because I see Siggs here is talking about how Seattle mayor chickened out cleaning up Chaz, or Chappie, or Chippy. I'm not sure what they are calling it today, but it is very much silly. My man over here, or my lady over here on Insta, thank you for tuning in. Head over to YouTube, please. That's where the show goes. And it's just easy. Type in Mark Pyre's Real Talk on YouTube right now, and you'll join us. And Sig is there, and Dagger's over there, and I'm not sure who else right now, but join us. And I'm going to play you guys this. So everybody keeps talking about defunding the police. Do you guys realize how terrible that would be? I actually came up with a better idea that would probably be even worse, but would be cooler. And both of these ideas, defunding the police and my idea right here, are terrible ideas. Here we go.
Hammerlin Jameson in the studio, ripping the lid off. Donald J. Trump putting together an elite task force of special operatives.
Thank you. Thank you. Please take a seat. Thank you so much. I'm here to talk about police reform. Of course, it's the hot topic subject out there, besides the race war, of course. But I thought what we should do is reform the police departments. And we're hiring some heavy hitters to help us on the streets. A couple that you may not know about. As you've heard of Cobra, no doubt. Sylvester Stallone. He'll be coming out of retirement to play Cobra in the United States Police Force. We need to have all kinds of superheroes that are great police, like Dean Cain. Thinking about calling Dean Cain. He played Superman once as well. And also Steven Seagal will be coming out of retirement, taking his ponytail out and pushing people and flipping them over with his Steven Seagalness. And look, I'm thinking about also calling in Chuck Norris because, as you know, he was Walker, Texas Ranger. If we could use Walker, Texas Ranger to maybe help us save the police departments. So we're thinking maybe, I know we had a problem, but I'm thinking about calling up Arnold Schwarzenegger, kindergarten cop. That's right. He is a very, very gentle police officer. Also, we're hiring Peter Weller. That's right, RoboCop. We figure maybe we could get RoboCop out there to start fielding some criminal activity. He doesn't see color. RoboCop does not see color. He sees crime. So I'm thinking about bringing RoboCop on and making lots of RoboCops. Look, it's 2020. Why don't we have RoboCop 2020? Peter Weller edition. I already called him. I already called Peter Weller.
You called Weller?
Yeah, that's right. RoboCop. No racism here. It's RoboCop. He sees crime.
He sees crime. That always gets me going, guys.
RoboCop, he sees crime. Look, we're going to get RoboCop on the job because he doesn't see color. We're looking for somebody who is not racist, right? That's the big thing right now. So let's see. DARPA's working on it. Sig said that DARPA's working on it. Look, I'm sure we could get... Hey, Pensy, what's going on with DARPA? Are they working on that for us?
Yes, they are, Mr. President. I'll give them a call right now, make sure, but I believe they're doing exactly that. Right now, the president asked us to go out and make sure we do our best. And so we're doing that against coronavirus.
Thank you, Pensy. Pensy's doing a great job for America. And all you do is talk crap about me, about Pensy, about Melania. The only thing you could really talk about is the smell of her craps. They're really terrible. I'm sorry. I know she's my wife. But really, Slovenian poops, there's something to it, people. You're going to want to work on that. You know, Sig, they should have DARPA work on something for that. Can DARPA work on something for my Melania's poops? We're trying to get a pH level that's tolerable. If it's possible, I'd really appreciate it, okay? Pensy, they're going to give it a shot.
Sounds good, Mr. President. I've been on the receiving end of a few of those poops. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have mentioned that on the airwaves on Real Talk.
It's okay. These are good people. These are our friends. They're not going to take this little clip, Betsy, and do a CNN communist news network on it. No, they won't do that.
Oh my goodness. So anyway, what's everybody up to? What you guys doing, huh? I'm gonna play you a little something. Denise, how are ya? Denise is on, guys. I'm gonna play a song for Denise and for the Dagger too, because Dagger's been listening to some Fish, and I gotta see, do I know any Fish? I don't know any Fish, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a song that has a Fish vibe to it. How about that? And then maybe I can rock out on it and do some Trey stuff on the guitar. I don't know how to Trey plays. I haven't heard him play since '99. I went to the show at MSG in '99 with my buddy, going into '99, and they played Prince's 1999, and it was awesome. It was awesome. It's the only Fish show I ever went to. Then I started playing my own songs. I was like, I'll just write my own music and play my own shows. The Dags in the mist. Guys, look, this is a real party. We're gonna gather, Real Talk, head over YouTube. You can get on there. Later, we'll do more face swaps. For now, we're gonna have music time. Yo, get up, dance. This is a dancing hour, 10 o'clock, usually hitting the air about 10:30. We've been on for 1 hour, 1 minute already. It was good. So I'm gonna play you a little something here that's got a Fish vibe to it. How about that? Slap at the bass. My man Dane is on. Dane, you gotta come join us over on YouTube, brother. Let's slap at the bass, as Dane says. All right, so we got to get some sort of fish feel going, right? Let's get the bass going first, right? Popeyes too, Dagger. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, check it out. Hold on, let's see what's going on over here. I gotta go back. I missed a lot while I was doing some fish type of tune for my man Dag. Let's see. Riding down in Atlanta. Let's see, this is a Hammerlin thing, okay? Well, let's see. We're going back a little here because this is from Sigger. Sig came and said, I had a nice lunch today. It wasn't fish. It was from the sea. Friend told me to order them. Never had them before. Rock shrimp. First time. They were awesome. Tasty. I could use some rock lobster from the B-52s. My sister loves the Bs. And Bulldagger came back and said, Lee is drinking White Russians. Guys, I like White Russians. Look, dude, Hammer, look, this is the dude, all right? Not the duder. You call me Duderino. All right, Walter. Sometimes they call me Walter, and they ask me for White Russians. I'm going to do it, Walter. Walter, I'm going to do the White Russians. Dude, you're being very undude right now.
What, Walter? What was that, Walter?
Shut the hell up, Donnie.
Well, Walter, don't be so mean to Donnie, all right? Like, he's going to die halfway through this movie. We're going to put him into a coffee can and let him out by the ocean, and we're going to do... So, be nice, man, all right? Like, you're being really kind of dude-ish.
Okay, let's keep going over here. I missed a bunch. Rod's out in Atlanta looking for a love getaway. Ooh, Love Shack. Ooh, I haven't done that ever, I don't think. And then Dane said, do you like slightly stupid, Mark? Yeah, I like things that are slightly stupid. I'll bring them up on the show. What do you got, Dane? And you should head over to YouTube. Join us. My peeps over on the tuber. Dak said, I put the hook out, Mark. Oh, be ready if Lee responds to come on one night. Look, I'll tell you what. Just check this out. Hammer Zoom, check it out. Hammer Zoom. We're ready to go on the Hammer Jam. If we could get anybody.
Hammerlin, Jameson, rip it
Thank you.
I don't like to say the
I want to
Lord's name.
thank you for joining me on this
Like
beautiful...
that, people. But bottom line, I'm in the middle of explaining what's going on over here. Okay, Dagger said he put the hook out there, and he said ask him about Atlanta. That's a current topic he's on. Okay, if he comes on, topic. And the corrupt DA of Fulton County who's prosecuting the cop. Ooh, Wendy's Atlanta. Yeah, that's the one. Not a real Wendy's fan. I like Popeyes. Dagger, I like Popeyes. I like the spicy chicken sandwich for Popeyes. You can go back on Instagram and find, I did a review on the spicy chicken sandwich when it came out again for this year. People were around the corner. I was like, are you kidding me? My man Luke is on. Are you kidding me? Luker, what's up, brother? Luke, say hello to all my people over here. Dagger, Denise, Sig, this is Luke, my buddy, Luke Mindpower, and Luke is on the same mission. Elbow cough. Hey, Lukey, we got to get on, brother. Look at this, bud. I got a new Zoom set up. This is when I had Mary M on, though. I think I have a different one I set up. And the same thing, this says Mary M. So I got to get a new one that just has my info here, okay? And we're going to do live Zoom calls on a daily basis from now on. So lately I've been having investigative journalists on. I've been just getting into the truth because it's the darkest time in history. And Luke, like myself, is trying to bring light into this world. And I've decided in the last, 150 days, 200 days, in order to just take a new path, which is to let myself evolve and let the moment take me where it's meant to. And way back, Luke came onto my show and he goes, Mark, I want to ask you something. When are you going to do some impressions? And I was like, it's not real talk. And he goes, what do you mean? And I said, no, it's not real talk. I can't do that. I'm here to spread truth, inspiration, light, and that celebrity impressions are like doing somebody else, so it's not real. And he pushed me, forced me to do Christopher Walken live for everybody, which I did. And I think from that moment on, I was like, yeah, why am I not doing my impressions? It's part of my gift. And my father said that once too. He goes, when are you going to start bringing in your impressions? He's like, I can't believe you don't do Scarface, Christopher Walken, Al Pacino, all these characters, Jack Nicholson. Like, you're just doing this inspiration, motivational speaker guy, but that's part of you. And I said, yeah, but it's not really. He goes, that's part of you. I remember my dad saying that. He goes, those impressions are part of you. He goes, in a way, you not doing those impressions is not being real. And I was like, dang. So now it's like, the show is it's like 50% and 70% comedy now, 20% music, and 10% moments like this. But the bottom line is, the world has enough moments like this. If you want me to wax and on a moment and get into something, I will do it. But I think right now, with what's happening in this world, you don't need me to stand up here and be like, hey guys, feel great about yourselves. We need to get through to the truth, because the bottom line is your happiness lies in the truth. I'm happy because I come out here every day and I live my truth. I've come out here every day for 540 days in a row. And each day I come out here, I have one goal. It's to come out here and put on a better show than I did yesterday. And then I still have that weird thing swimming around my mind where I say, and tomorrow I'm going to blow the hell out of today's show. I'm going to just blow it out of the water. And sometimes it's a feat to do that, because the show is great. We have great shows here. I'm trying to come up with the next podcast, and I'm like trying to pick, and I'm like, who cares? Every show is great. We come out here, we let the moment happen. And lately it's been straight up interaction on a daily, Luke. Like, all my people are on here with us, and we're connecting, and it's a slow growth. And Luke and I talked about this a while ago, how people expect quick results. And no matter how many times he and I would post, we'd notice our following wouldn't change. Like, you're putting out great, positive, powerful content, and the following stays the same. You get a few followers, they lose a few followers. People play this weird game on Instagram, on all these social channels, where they're following you to get you to follow them back, and then they erase you from their channel. But the bottom line is, when you are delivering quality content and someone does that, it's kind of annoying, because they're not. Not many people are delivering real content, powerful content. So many people are just regurgitating somebody else's ideas. They're out there just posting a picture somebody else found, a meme that somebody else made. There are very few people out there that are delivering the truth, delivering real moments on a daily basis. And for you to follow someone, to unfollow them when you don't even check out what it is, and you missed something great. Bottom line is, someone's going to come back to Luke's show. Someone's going to come back to my show when they see that we never gave up. And all of a sudden people are tuning in. And they're going to say, holy cow, I remember this show. I had these people I was following, and then I did this weird, or I erased them. I didn't even know. Like, a lot of weird stuff going on, guys. But one thing I want to share with you. Right now we hear a lot about this white privilege. We hear this thing about how Black lives matter and nobody else's lives matter. Or it's just that we have to focus on the fact that Black lives matter and not the fact that all lives matter. And when I've been out here delivering light for 540 days to the world, it's not to the white people. It's not to the white people. It's the world. It's to everybody. I'm a connector of souls. I'm here in order to connect with every soul on this planet. I'm not here to connect with the skin on someone's body. It's mental, what everyone's doing. It's completely mental. If you understood what life was about and how it's about helping each other, no matter what their skin color is, when you do something for someone, you get. But no. Let's just pay attention to what the politicians tell us. Let's just listen to people that say, look, if you have a question on who you're going to vote for, me or Trump, then you ain't black. Who says stuff like that? Racist people. Racist people think about the fact that, well, you're black. You should vote for this because you're black. Racist. Why should someone's skin color matter? What's your message? Sleep Sofa Joe's message is, hey, look, it's Sleep Sofa Joe. Look, I'm coming at you to remind you that we're, I keep saying that we're after the Sleep Sofa. He fell asleep. Oh my goodness, Dane, right? He fell asleep. I'm waiting for that moment. I'm waiting to see the thing like, Joe Biden fell asleep on camera today. It's gonna come. Hammerlin's gonna Hammerlin's going to rip the lid off of that story. Rip the lid off of that. Joe Sleep Sofa Biden falls asleep on camera today during a news conference. They asked him about his first 90 days, and he said, well, how about the first 9 seconds? And then by second 10, yep, that's right, KO on the microphone. Sleep Sofa Joe Biden. But look, we called it on the Real Talk program way back when. We said that by the 3rd or 4th day of his presidency, he would flat out forget who he was. Walks into the Oval Office and says, this looks familiar. And they say, yeah, Joe, this is your office. He says, it is? I say, yeah, Joe, you're the president of the United States of America. I am. Yeah, you are. I didn't know that. My wife, Patricia. No, your wife's name is Jill. It is? It's coming, guys. It's coming. And like the last 3 times I've seen him, he's been coherent. So I think they got him on Adderall or something. They switched his dosage. He was on something that made him sound like a blubbering idiot. KO for Sleep Sofa Joe, right? He's a Sleep Sofa Joe. I got to tell you something interesting that happened today. So I saw one of my buddies on LinkedIn posted a great article. He said many millions of people potentially could vote for the first woman president in history that didn't vote for Hillary, right? Ferdinando, how are you, my brother? Good to see you. Join us on YouTube, my brother. Sleep Sofa. Oh my goodness. Well, Dane, what's so funny is I actually said recently, I'm like, look, no matter how bad things are, like these people that go around saying, oh, that's not my president, he's not my president. I'm like, yeah, he's your president, stupid. And not only that, okay, if January comes around, January 21st, I think it is, and Sleep Sofa Joe winds up being the president of the United States, yeah, that's right. That's my president, Sleep Sofa and all. And I got to walk out there and be like, yeah, Sleep Sofa Joe's my president. He's probably taking a nap right now. I said, I was thinking about this. Right now, we went from, I'm a real estate agent, okay? I don't know what you guys do for a living. If you ever need to sell a piece of real estate or buy a piece of real estate, shoot me a note. I could find you a realtor if it's not in Connecticut or New York. I'm licensed in Connecticut and New York, so I can help you if you're in those 2 states. But if you're not, I can find you someone great wherever you are. So just shoot me a note. Hey, I'm looking to sell in a month or 2. I'm going to interview agents. Do you got anybody? And I'll find you someone else to interview as well, so you can have a 3rd or 4th person to interview. I always find that you're going to like my person because I do the research for you. I'm asking questions nobody else typically asks. You as a buyer or seller only know what to ask that you would typically ask because you only buy a house every 5 to 7 years. But somebody who does it, lives and breathes it every single day is going to ask a specific set of questions. And my questions are pointed. And I think I get to the bottom of who a character is and how they're going to perform for you. And most times when I get someone like that, my clients usually work with them. So people from Oklahoma, people from Arizona have used my call-in, my referral. And it's because I'm doing a little extra work for them, and I'm happy to do that for everybody. So let's see what else we got here. Dane was saying that I hope I don't have to call him my president. I hope I don't have to as well, but if I have to, it's what's going on. He's really our president. It's Sleep Sofa Joe Biden. What baffles me is that he is such a buffoon. And everybody just continues to be like, yeah, we got to get Trump out. I'm like, why? Why do we got to get Trump out? Oh, because he's a racist. Because he's a xenophobe. Because he's anti-Semite. Okay, let's go through those one by one. Okay, first of all, is he a racist? No. Why would he be a racist? Show me one fact that proves Donald J. Trump is a racist. What I would tell you is that every single thing you hear is bullcrap. Everything you watch is fake news. And if you actually watched the full-length clips of all the things they're telling you are really going on, you would see a different story. You'd hear a different message. They deliver a message they want you to hear. The other day, someone was telling me that they had a clip. It was a live clip, okay? Somebody was on talking about something that was going on with Trump, okay? In real time on CNN, basically, probably a 20-second delay, they clipped out a few words that made it seem like a whole different story was being told. Live! It was my brother who told me this. He's like, I'm watching CNN. He goes, and I happened to clip between the two, and it was the same clip, but this one had been clipped down, and they took out the real story to make their own narrative. And these freaking people do it every day. That's why Hammerlin Jameson exists, right? That's right. Nothing but the truth from the man in the booth. I love it. Like, if you guys watch this and you have any questions afterwards, let me freaking know.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic, and it's self-evident.
It's self-evident because we've been doing it to Donald Trump since he walked down the escalator. That's what I said with my dumb face. Now, I heard a story that she wound up making millions of dollars with the coronavirus where she sold a bunch of stuff. Someone find that out. Someone find out. Did Nancy Pelosi do something with insider trading? Because I would love to see her go down. Like, seriously, she is a horrible human being. Just to hear that. We create falsehoods and the like, and you report on it. And once you report on it, you validate it. Hammerlin ripping the lid off of it. Nancy Pelosi, she rips the lid off of poison and pours it down the throats of every Democrat and says, look, if you vote for us, we're going to take care of you. On the moment you get her in office, she continues to push you down. So you need her. Don't you understand? They make you feel like you need them. Donald J. Trump is trying to let you know that you can do it on your freaking own. Okay? He can help you. He'll give you a little push. Look, it doesn't do you anything to give someone the fish. They should teach you how to friggin' fish. Okay? That's an Hammerlin tip right there for the day. They don't give you the friggin' fish. They're supposed to teach you how to friggin' fish. That's the Trump way. The Nancy Pelosi way is just to kind of give it all away. Okay, give it away. Just no effort earned, given. Just give it. Does anybody really like her at all? Is there anybody out there that's like, yeah, I'm all for Pelosi? Pelosin is what you're for. Dane, you rock, brother. I can't wait to follow you back. I'll find you. I don't get too many friend requests there, so I'm sure you're the latest one. I was just on there earlier. I didn't have any newer ones, so. But I look forward to following you over there, brother. I try to post as often as I can there. You know, it's funny. I try to get because they have a live feature, but it's only in beta still. I don't know how long they're going to do beta for. Stupid people. And I filled that application out for it so I could hopefully go live there as well. This lady is a pap smear. You're absolutely right. We're going to smear a poop in her mouth. At least that's what Hammerlin says he's going to do. Ty, all right, I'll find you, brother. Mariam is on, people. We're going to rock out a little for her. We don't have this on. Sometimes we get going on some stuff. Marianne popped on for a little bit. That was awesome. We're gonna try to play this. It's probably not gonna be very good, but we'll give it a shot. Check this out. This is called Purple Rain. Terribly. No, I still haven't done Gotta Be Somebody's Blues yet. I just keep making up my own version of it, which was like, got to be somebody's blues. I gotta go back and play it because it was so good. It's actually part of podcast number 500. If you guys have not checked it out yet, it's the latest podcast. I think it's the latest one, or the one right before it. I'm going to try to play this a little bit more upbeat. Never meant to cause you any sorrow. Never meant to cause you any pain. I only wanted to see you once. I'm laughing. I only want to see you living the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Only want to see you bathing in the purple rain. I never wanted to be your weekend lover. I only want to be some kind of friend. Baby, I could never steal you from another. It's such a shame, friendship right to it. Purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Rain, purple rain, purple rain. I only want to see you underneath the purple rain. Ooh, honey, I know times are changing. It's time we all reach out for something new. And I need you to. You said you want to be leader. You can't seem to make up your mind. You better close your eyes and purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple
only wanna see you. Only wanna see you. In a purple rain.
Thank you, Denise, for telling me about that tune. I forgot about it. Let's see what else we can play for you guys real quick. Denise, that's all you, by the way. Thank you. I've been rocking on this one, and I just think it's a cool tune, and I haven't played it in a little bit. I'm not sure if I can do it tonight, but I'm going to try.
Only this far, only tomorrow. anymore. What sort of man goes by? I will bring war, and why won't you ever be glad? It melts into wonder. Well, I came in praying for you. Why won't you run into the rain and play? Let the tears splash all over you. I wanna pass this by. I wouldn't take any more than what sort of man goes by. I will bring water, and why won't you ever be glad? It melts into wonder. I came and prayed for you, and why won't you run into rain and play? Let the tears splash all over you.
See, I'm missing a couple things. I gotta go back to the screen. You go back to the screen, I see some stuff happening over here. Dagger's working on some stuff. I see Dagger's always working on some magic. Oh, Dane's asking, I want to see, he wants me to play I Gotta Be Somebody's Blues by Jimmy Eat World. I keep asking, he keeps asking, I gotta get that down. I want you to listen to Gotta Be Somebody's Blues by Jimmy Eat World before you go to bed. Someone does it on D Live, he picks up at night and just BS talk and funny clips. Let me see. I love the live concert replays that come with the scam-demic lockdown. Guys, I gotta tell you, it's completely ridiculous. Every time I see a great clip that somebody puts out there of truth, it's taken down like immediately. I saw something earlier on, I wish I'd filmed this one. It was on Twitter, maybe you could find this, Dagger. Here's what I saw. Maybe Sig. This may have been Sig actually who put this out. So either Sig or Dagger, see if you remember seeing this as well. It's a clip of behind the scenes. There are a couple of faces that are blocked out of Facebook people that are part of the censorship bureau. And they're talking about how they're flat out erasing everything they see that just even references Trump. They're erasing. Anything that says hashtag MAGA, they erase. Did you guys see this? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Denise. I appreciate that, Denise. That was, I gotta say, that's a cool tune. Definitely do a little bit more my way, but it's still very much like the original. You know, it just, you know what it was? When I first started playing, I used to love listening to Dave. What I realized in time is that his voice isn't very clean. Like his songs are great, but his voice is very rough. He doesn't hit the notes that well. It still sounds awesome. It sounds amazing, but I just think that if you took some of his songs and you rocked on them, well, guys, we've been selling BeatSeats like crazy. I gotta tell you, it's awesome, and keep it up. And you know why? It's so much fun to play. BeatSeat.rocks. Check one out. Also, did you guys see? This is let's see what else we got over here. I'm gonna play you something. Coolio and the gang. We're gonna play a song by Coolio called something Paradise. Gangster's Paradise by Coolio. Just living in the gangster's paradise. I was sitting on my mother dreaming. I'm a screaming. Remember that? Something like that? Oh my goodness, I'm out of my mind. I want to pull up some Bob Dylan. I never do Dylan. I'll probably get in trouble for playing Dylan, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to play some Dylan for you right now, okay? Should I sing it like Dylan or should I sing it like me? That's the question. I think I'll do a little bit of both for you. Yes, dude, I'm up for that, Dagger. If you want to get someone on with me and do a jam where we can play together live, I'm up for that too, buddy. Get them on here. We'll do some live improvisation and see what happens. Did he write this? Did he really write this? Let me see. I'm going to play it, and then you guys be like, yep, he wrote that. Be like, really? He wrote this? Okay, let's see. Okay, let me just hear it. Wise men say only fools rush in. I can't help falling in love with him. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it's that easy. This is my favorite thing about playing songs I never played before. I just kind of start, I'm like, oh, really? That's how you play it? That's how easy it is to play that song? All right, let's just do it and see how it goes. I guess it says it says so. It says Bob Dylan can't help falling in love. with my whole life too. For I can't help falling in love. Falling in love. So I don't know. Never played it before, but I didn't know it was that easy to play. Someone remind me to try that one again. Now that I've played it once, like do it another time, some other time. Let's do some more Dylan. How about that? Facebook detector. Okay, dude, wherever you want on, my brother, let's do it. Let's hook it up. Let's make some magic happen here on a daily. Like every day we should have a new person on the show. Just for, even if it's a 10-minute thing, to come on for a few minutes. No way. He did this? One of my favorites, guys. No, this isn't it. Now I have to play this song, though. Hold on a second, now that I said it. Sorry, we've got to find this one. It's a very cool song I used to play when I used to tour. I can't remember the singer. It was from, I'll give you guys a little hint and see if you can catch me and tell me what you think I'm about to play. This is from Napoleon Dynamite. Ooh, who remembers Napoleon Dynamite? Oh, Napoleon, what the frick? I'm running for president. Pedro, look, Pedro, stop it. This is the tune. There it is. I found it. You guys are going to be like, yes! If this is right. Let's see if these are the right chords, because I remember playing it once, but I don't know if the chords are. I think it was an A. I thought I remember playing. Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can wait, we're watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Are they gonna drop the bomb or not? You guys remember this tune? Oh. Let us stay young, let us live forever. We don't have the power. This is actually, I remember playing this in, I'm pretty sure it was in A, to be honest. And now it's not in A, this one's in like C, which is much higher. It would be cooler if I could play it in A. Let's see if I can find it in A. This is obviously not the same song. God, a lot of people have the song Forever Young, huh? Alright, let's try Forever Young by... Who did this? One Direction. Let's see how they did it. They did it on the second fret capo. Capo, guys, second fret the capo. We're going to play a song called Forever Young. See how it sounds. It's going to probably be the same thing. Actually seems even higher. Great, Mark. Good job. Let's dance in style. Let's dance for a while. No, it's actually lower. The scroller? Come on, buddy, get me going, scroller. Let's dance a while, let's dance for a while. Okay, let's see if we can play enough of it. Ready? Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Wait, we're only watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Are we gonna drop the bomb or not? Let us die young, but let us live forever. We don't have the power, but we never say never. Sitting in a sandpit, life is a short trip. The music's for the sad man. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever? I don't know. I just thought about that song. I haven't played it in forever. But it's a cool tune, right? Dagger, what did you find over there? What'd you find over there, Dagger? I'm playing you a little something, something. Should we go back to the Dylan? I was in the middle of trying to find some Dylan for you. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's go back to Dylan. If you get Dagger, if you get lucky, this show is open. Obviously, you know that. Obviously, you know that, brother. How about this? You guys want to hear something? Hard Time in New York. I don't know any of these songs. It's crazy. I know House of the Rising Sun. I was going to play that for you, but let's see if I can play anything else. It Ain't Me, Babe. I think I know that song. Is that the song that Johnny Cash sang? It ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me. That's Johnny Cash singing it that way, so this is going to be different.
Bob Dylan, I'm gonna sing for you all night. Let's sing a song. And you say, well, I know that song.
Ooh, I got one here for you. This one's hot. You guys ready for some fire? Don't disappear on me. There we go. Maybe we can get rid of that. That was Dave Matthews. We can play something new here. Ready? Let's just tune this pup. I need to change these strings. It's been months now. I'm gonna mask up and go to Guitar Center. Here we go. You guys you're gonna love this song. I remember many people have covered this song. This is the Mark Pyers version that's gonna happen for the first time ever right now.
Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. On heaven's door. Ooh. Knock, knock, knock at heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Mama, put them guns on the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. The long black cloud coming down. Feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Oh, hey, hey, oh, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. No, 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 no. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. 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 Oh, I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Oh, I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I've been knocking on the door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Run on heaven's door. Knocking on your door. I'm gonna knock on the door some more. You better answer that door. I'm coming. I'm gonna keep knocking on that door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. How was that for a first time ever? Yeah, man. Oh, wow. Yeah. Dylan, gonna play a song for you. That was the first time I ever played Knock, Knock, Knocking on Heaven's Door. How was it? Let's see if Dylan has got any upbeat stuff for us, okay? I'm playing all Dylan now. What the hell is that? I don't even know much of it, though. That's the problem. I wish I did, because he's got a lot of tunes. Like a Rolling Stone. That one, I think I should know. I think I should know this tune, right? Everybody knows this song, so hopefully I can play it. I doubt it, though, because I've maybe heard it once or twice. All right. Once upon a time, you're just so fine. You threw bum your time in prime, didn't you? Time you find you're going around with the prime. Didn't you? People call you said me way down. You know the band of follow you, yet you said you're kidding you. You used to love everybody. Everybody was home hanging out. Now you don't talk so loud. Now you don't seem so proud about having scrounging your next meal. So how did you feel? How did you feel to be on your own? Right? To be on your own. All right, let's do it from the top and pretend I know it now. Ready? Once upon a time, just so fine, I threw the bum down in your pride. Didn't you? People call and say beware, dog. Bound to fall, thought you were kidding you. Yeah. You used to laugh about
nobody's ever taught you to live in the street. Now you're gonna have to get used to it. You said you'd never compromise the mystery train, and now you realize he's not selling any alibis. As you stare into the vacuum of his eyes, and you say you don't want to make a deal. How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own with no direction or like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone on a long, long road? How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own with no direction home? A complete unknown, like a rolling stone. I didn't know there's another chorus verse. Oh, you never turned around to see the frowns of jugglers, the clowns who used to did tricks for you. You never understood that it ain't no good. You shouldn't let other people get your kicks for you. You used to ride a chrome horse diplomat who carried on his shoulder Siamese cat. Ain't it hard when you discover that he really wasn't where it's at? No. After he took from you, oh, let me. How does it feel? Said, how does it feel to be on your own with no direction home, like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone? Princesses steep, all the pretty people drinking all the things that got it made. Exchange all the pretty gifts, much better off the diamond ring. Better pawn it, baby. You used to be so amused. Napoleon rise and the language he used. Go to him now, anything calls you can't refuse. I don't know how this part goes. You're invisible now, you got no secrets to conceal. Oh, how does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own? Complete unknown, direction no, 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 like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone. So how does it feel? First time I ever played that too. The Hammer can sing. Oh, you rock, Sig. Yeah, the Ham can get into it.
Old Ham likes to get into the music. You may be able to tell, but I try to take these songs and pretend they're mine. Okay, so that song I never played it before, But all I had to do was pretend I wrote it and play it like I wrote it. Does that make sense? I'm not sure it does, but to me it does. Like this, for example.
Lay, lady, lay. Lay across my big basement bed. Lay, lady, lay. Lay across my big brass bed. I don't know how it goes though besides that, and it's not even my key. I can't sing in that key. It's way too low for me, guys. He had a song called Isis, a little weird, buddy. Dylan. Someone said, was it Dag who said Dylan was murdered or something? Or like the real Dylan? And there's like, this is a fake Dylan? Something like that? Is that something that happened? I don't think it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. That's alright. It's alright now. It ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. We did knock on heaven's door. Let's move forward, guys. We're trying to find another song, maybe one more, and play. Mr. Bojangles. How about Mr. Tambourine Man? That's a song, that was like one of the first songs they teach you. Right? Let's see. Let's see if we can funk it up a little, right? I mean, we gotta funk it up. Guys, we can't just play Mr. Tambourine like, yeah, Mr. Tambourine Man. You know? It's just lame. Let's do it with some heart, okay? How about that, peoples? And Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there's no place I'm going to go. Say on, hey Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. This jingle jangle morning. I don't know how it goes. I don't know how the song goes. I just know that one little part. Okay, so we're not playing that song. Isn't it funny when you don't know the songs, but you're trying anyway? Like, that's me. I don't know any of these songs. So I'm like, I'll give it a shot. This show's about whatever. We take it and we roll with it. Tangled Up in Blue. Great tune. Tangled Up in Blue. I think we have to do... Ooh, the times are a-changing. Can I do that one? How do we say? How does this go? For the times they are a-changing. Is it good? Come gather round. I don't know how the song goes. Alright, let's forget about that tune. Again, if I don't hear him, guys, it's done. Done. I'm going to try one more thing here, and then we're going to get rid of him, going back to the you guys, okay? I'm coming back in a second. Alright, let me try one more thing over here. Let's try one more thing. I don't see anything good here, guys. I'm gonna try. I mean, not that I don't see any good. I just don't know any of these freaking songs. Okay. Oh, that's all right, Mama. That's a song I play sometimes for you. All right, let's just do this, I guess.
some kind of way out of here. Southern joke to the deep. There's too much confusion. Oh, oh, oh. I can't get no relief. Businessman, dream I want, yeah, yeah. Plowman dig my ears. None of them along the line. Know what I mean. No reason to get excited. The thief he kindly spoke. There are many meat mongers who feel that life is but a joke. But you and I, we've been through that. And this is not our fate. So let us not talk falsely now. The hour is getting late. All the watchtower world, the princess can have you. All the while, all the women came and went. Don't
got my buddy Roy on. We have to get Roy back on for a little Zoom here, my friends, by the way. And Roy's saying that it sounds pretty good, that I could play at his bar mitzvah. I love it. I think we're missing something here, guys, don't you think?
The
along the watchtower. All along. All along the watchtower. Said I'm all along the watchtower. All along the watchtower. All along. All along. All along. All along. All along the watchtower. Said I'm all along the watchtower. All along the watchtower. Hey, hey, hey. All along the watchtower. Hey, hey, hey. I'm all along the watchtower. Hey, yeah, yeah. All along, all along, all This is my man Tad on. That was quite an ending to that, huh? Never played a song like that before. How's that going for you over there? Roy, thank you so much. Tad, good to see you. Bulldog, my man. We played a lot of Dylan tonight, huh? I never played Dylan, really. I played that, a couple songs over here, but never played like 5 songs in a row from Dylan. How about that over there? I'm going to play you one more song here, okay? This is the final song of the evening. We keep saying that, and then we play another song. But let's give it a try, okay? See if this could be the last one. Casey Kasem. We played a song from 1983. Actually, because this is kind of one of my favorite songs to play. Oh, are you kidding me, dude? Hold on. That's unfortunate. Oh. So I got this issue where this thing keeps falling off of my keyboard. Alright, that's back. This is so annoying. It keeps falling off. I created that one day. Like last week. It's not sitting right. Come on, dude. Seriously? There we go. This is the other one I love. Listen to this. this one. That's that. But what were you about to play? I was about to play you guys something there, and then all of a sudden the thing fell. What song were we about to rock out? Oh, I was going to play this one because it's a lot of fun. Take my lips, I'll never use them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on without you? Was my heart, yeah. So why not take all of me? Your goodbyes left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on without you? You took the part. Yeah, yeah. The once was my heart, yes, yeah. So why not take all of me? All of me. Why not take all of me? Oh, can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my arms, I'll never use them. Take my lips, I'll never use them. Oh, said your goodbyes, they left me with eyes that cry. Oh, how can I go on without you? Was So you wanna take all of me. Take all of me now. Oh, I kind of like playing that too. It's a lot of fun playing a song for you guys. Who likes that song besides me? It's a good song. Gets me going sometimes. Another time playing some good things. Look, we're going to play today's trumpet. This happened. This happens, okay? Every time I go live, there's a bit. Today's the bit that I'm about to play is this one right here.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Oh,
You
first of all, you need to hear this
demonize,
pig.
and then we call it the wrap-up smear.
Let's listen to this
If you
pig.
want to talk politics, call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody
Piggy?
with falsehoods and all the rest,
Do you, Piggy?
and then you merchandise it. And then
merchandise
you write
falsehoods?
it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic, and it's self-evident.
The self-evident people. Hold on a second. Hammerlin's got to give you the exclusive. I think we lost Hammy's mustache on the floor during that last situation there. Hammy lost his stash. Let's try to find him because we really need his stash for the bit. Oh, hold on. I'm stepping on his stash. Not a good thing to do. Hold on a second, people. And sorry, that's actually not Hammy's stash. This is Dick Face's stash right here.
We're selling it. We're on Face's stash. That's even worse because Face has one of these things going on. Look, I'll show you. You'd be like, oh, who's that? Is that Face? I'm like, yeah, that's Face right there. But look, his mustache is getting kind of screwed up over here. Face's like this.
I'm Face.
But we lost him. We lost Face to the war. Hold on. I'm looking for my Hammerlin Jameson mustache. Where did it go?
All right, I'm going to have to find it later, guys, and that's very upsetting to me because we don't want to lose our hammer mustache. Bottom line.
Bottom line, people, is we like our Hammerlin mustache. We don't want to lose it.
All right, so anyway, guys, what do you think? What's happening over there? You want to see the new trumpet? Here we go.
Hammerlin Jameson ripping the lid off the Donald J. Trump giving us some news.
Thank you.
Oh, this isn't the
I
one.
want to thank you for joining me on his.
All right, that was from a couple days ago. Let's give you today's. You're going to see today's, okay? Everybody wants to see today's. This is Trump has a bit. This is what he thinks about you touching his statues, okay?
It's Hammerlin Jameson live in the studio. Donald J. Trump giving us the update on all the statue damage.
Thank you very much for joining me. I'm here at the U.S. Border Patrol. We're talking about how terrible things have gotten out there. We really need some of you Border Patrol agents to come out there and take down these Antifa scum. That's right, if you see, they've been taking down statues. So I've just signed a new executive order that will put any statue harmers in jail for 10 years. We're not talking about a walk in the park. We're talking about 10 years and probably some funny stuff in jail with only statues. All they can do is look at statues all day long. But the idea, first and foremost, is to take them off the streets, these people, these bad people. They're taking down our statues. The newest one, George Washington. I still can't get over that one. You want to take down the first president of the United States of America? I don't even think they realize who George Washington is. I'm starting to believe these people are so stupid. They don't even know who George Washington is.
Look, it's Hammerlin Jameson stepping by real quick. I just wanted to give you my input on this entire situation here. It looks like the Hammer Jammer is back in action. Okay, it sometimes takes us a little bit of time to get there, but old Hammer is back. With the stash and all. Trump drops the Hammerlin. That's right. Look, we're ripping the lid off of all fake news here on the Hammer Jammer program. And Hammerlin will be live every day for fruition until we get to the next level, which is actually up against other people. We're going to be debating people here. Hammerlin against others right here on the Real Talk program. You see, actually, we have a Hammer Zoom right there. See, that's the Hammerlin right there. Hammerlin Jameson, that's my name. And then right there, this is the name of the segment. It's called Stop Hammer Time. But look, I wanted to talk to you very quickly about our current situation. You see that stupid Poison, she keeps showing her dumb face on the screen, saying that she's going to smear people with falsehoods. Do you know what happens when they smear you with falsehoods? They report on the falsehoods and make them real hoods. That's right, she said it right there. Let's just show you one more time so you can see it.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest.
With falsehoods.
And then you merchandise it. And then you write it.
You write it.
And they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear. And then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic. And it's
stupid grin. She's got a dumb look on her face. That's because she knows what she's doing is what we call, in the game, we call that bragging. And when I see stupid Poison standing up there saying, yeah, this is a tactic that we do in the Democratic Party, and she goes, it's self-evident because we've been doing it to Orange Face since 2015. Before that, everybody loved the man in orange. They say, hey, I'm going to tune in every Thursday night so I can hear him say,
You're fired. You are fired, sir. You came on the program. You just can't hang with the Trump. I'm sorry. You're not able to hang with Trump. So maybe you could go home instead because you're fired. That's right. And bottom line is, yes, Bulldog has the nail and nailed it and put a nail in the middle of the head is what happened. And same with Dane.
But Dane, you've got to call in sometime, Dane, on the Zoom call, ripping the lid off. We're going to get into it, my friend, okay? If there are any falsehoods that come out of Poison's mouth, we're going to rip the lid off of them here on the Hammer Time show. And remember, guys, if you have any hot tips for the show right there at the bottom, you can support old Hammerlin and get him a nice, he's going to get himself a perm for his mustache if you take care of the old Hammerlin. So just keep that in mind. It's venmo.com/Hammerlin. Ripping the lid off. I was going to go with ripping the lid off, but that's too long. They said go with Hammerlin because it's Hammerlin's Hammer Time News. Anyhow, you can call at any time, Dane. Absolutely. At the moment, it's roughly are you kidding me? 3 hours? We've been live for 3 hours right now. This is insanity. This is completely insane. But Dane, yes, you should call in and we should have a conversation, my friend, because I'm here to connect with my people. Look, I want to tell you real quick the Hammerlin way of life, okay? We're all one. If you realize underneath the skin and all the bones, that our souls are kind of made up of all the same stuff, okay? If you are doing, let's say, nice things for others, you get more sun and more positivity shining on your soul. That's just a Hammerlin way of living, I'm telling you right now. We call it soul-fillment. And when you give, you get to soul-fill. So keep that in mind. Look, it's after midnight. We're going to let it all hang out. Hammerlin time. Yeah, Dane, you're going to have to call in when it's earlier for you, earlier for me as well. I think we're going to wrap it up right now. It's been roughly 3 hours and 2 minutes. When we get to 3:03, we're going to call it a day. Hammer time. We're ripping up the fake news every single day. People, thank you for joining me. Remember, tomorrow we're live for day 541 in a row. That's right, Hammerlin, ripping the lid off. Let's see what we have here for at least something. We're going to play you a little something here, and then we'll go off to the other thing, okay? We'll play one more track for you. This is what I'm kind of excited about over here. Let's see. It's Hammerlin Jameson live in the studio. Donald J. Trump giving us the update on all the statue damage.
Thank you very much for joining me. I'm here at the U.S. Border Patrol. We're talking about how terrible things have gotten out there. We really need some of you Border Patrol agents to come out there and take down these Antifa scum. That's right, if you see, they've been taking down statues. So I've just signed a new executive order that will put any statue
I don't know what
harming.
happened. I had Hammerlin came on, took over the show.
Jameson live in the studio. Donald J. Trump giving us the update.
The old Hammer Jammer came on and took over the program for a minute. Dane, when we do it, it's a Zoom thing, brother, so you can just use my Zoom code and log right in, and we'll be live. I'm going to play you guys one more bit here. Surprisingly, well, not really. I'm going to play you this one. I thought this was funny. I like all my bits, but I like this one. Ready? Here we go. This is from like 3 days ago.
Hammerlin Jameson ripping the lid off of it. Donald Trump, he's giving us the scoop on 2 or 3 books coming out.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming to join me on short notice. I wanted to let you know there are a couple of tell-all books coming out. First one's on my lovely wife, Melania. I'm not sure where this lady thinks she gets... Oh, she's for the Washington Post. There we go. That makes sense. It does. I mean, look, election year, we're going to have a book come out like 4 months before the election. And it's going to be a tell-all about your wife and about how she doesn't like you. And you sleep in different beds. Of course we sleep in different beds. She snores. She's a snorer. Look, I'm sorry. Donald J. Trump needs his beauty sleep. And if you had a snorer from Slovenia in the bed next to you, I think you would also want to have your own gold bedroom with a gold mattress and a gold pillowcase. So anyway, the other one is a tell-all book from my niece, of all people. You think there'd be some family loyalty, but no, it's an election year. She can make some money. Look, she's not a billionaire like Donald. So she's taking her shot. I get it. The other one is Bolton. I gotta tell you, Bolton, he's not like Michael Bolton at all. He has no charisma. No charisma like Michael Bolton. I'm just saying, he's not charismatic at all. He probably takes a crap very awkward as well. Like maybe he's like leaning, yeah, you know, to stabilize. I don't know. Look, it's all BS, fake news, just letting you know.
Couple outtakes for you.
I'm just saying, he's not charismatic at all. He probably takes a crap really awkward. He probably takes a crap very awkward as well. Like maybe he's like leaning against...
One of my favorite bits, guys. One of my favorite bits by far. Listen, guys, just so you know, my man Dag over there has been lining up people. Mary Ann has been on twice, all because of Dag. Dag's trying to get more people on, guests to be on the show during the Zoom. Dane, if you want to come on. Dane, if you know anybody else who wants to come on too that you think would be a cool guest, musicians, anybody who has a perspective you think would be interesting on the program. This is an open forum for positivity. And what we're going to do going forward is I'm just going to have people on. You could call it an interview. I call it more just a hangout. You know, Mary M came on here. It wasn't about interviewing her. It was about talking. You know, we 3 hours and 18 minutes the first time. Then we did 4 hours the second time. She started it off. If you guys watched that the other day, she goes, look, I can't do another 3-hour show. I said, look, I can't take you for whatever I got. Half hour, 40 minutes. So I just want to hear a few stories. 4 hours. I think she left at 3 hours and 45 minutes, 43 minutes. And then I did the last like 17 talking to Dane or something. It was like nuts. But it was a great interview again. It was a great conversation. This program is very much like if you guys happen to like Rogan, when we get people on, it's very much like that. We're just chatting. I loved Rogan. I remember one day I was listening to Rogan, and I used to listen to Rogan every day before I started my own program. And I remember him one day he said, look, yeah, my show's the biggest show. He's like, but there's more space. If you have something interesting to say, if you have a voice, he goes, still more content is needed. We need more people to come out. He was like promoting it. He's like, if you think you have something to say, go out there, start a show, start a podcast. He's like, you can go do it. And I was like, what? And then when he said it, I'm like, yeah, why don't I have a freaking podcast? You know what's funny? I gotta find this now. On my computer, I did a podcast episode, but it wasn't like this. It was all like, I sat down and did a bunch of impressions, but I sat there and did it for a while. Like I cut it and it didn't work, so I did it again. I made like a 45-minute podcast episode. I think it was terrible. I should find that and play it for you guys, because I did that before I had a concept of what the podcast was going to be or what the show was going to be, and it kind of is almost along the lines of what we're doing now, where I did Putin and Trump. That was what the bit was, and this was 2000 and whatever. Trump was probably already in office when I did this, and I made one episode like 42 minutes long, and I never did anything with it. And then eventually we started Real Talk, and then this is now morphed into a variety program where we do it all. If you guys caught the beginning of the show, we were just like in an inspirational moment because my buddy Luke came on, who's also a motivational guy, inspirational guy, and we met each other on Instagram because we were both doing like a motivational speaker thing for me for the first like 318 days. All I was doing was positivity-based stuff, just trying to get people to forget about the darkness in the world and negativity. And now I'm still doing that, but I want to also let you know what truth is, because we're hearing so much falsehood, as Peloisin said there. And I think this program exists as a platform for people who are shadow banned, for people who can't break through. Now my hope and my prayer is that these idiots that are over on Fache place, I don't want them to ban the show because they think something, you know what I mean? They see anything that says MAGA, anything like that, and they ban it. I don't want to get that to happen. So here what I'm doing is staying positive, right? And God forbid anything happens, you guys have to fight on my behalf. I'll have to figure something out. I don't know. These people are all horrible. How is this happening right now? How are they not in jail or like on trial for censorship? Like this is where you break up the monopoly. By the way, this is the perfect opportunity to break up Facebook, to break it all up. Sorry, now we have people there watching all your activity. Now we instill our own like review board. When is that going to happen? Sorry, you're not allowed to just be anymore because you're assholes. That's what I said, assholes. Dagger said we're shining the light on the truth. Absolutely, buddy. That's exactly what we're doing here on the Real Talk program. And we've been here for now 3 hours and 10 minutes. But you guys know, from the bottom of my heart, you guys are awesome. I love you. Thank you for the support. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's episode. 5:40, guys. We did it. You know what? I'm going to be showing up here every single day, Dane. And I won't ever stop until I get to where I know I'm going. Where I'm going is just back on the air. I just keep showing up. And my hope is that we just start getting more and more guests and cooler guests. And people start joining this program with you guys. And we start building this into something. But at the same point, I think I'm so excited. I'm enjoying the process of meeting you guys. I'm enjoying the process of building this show. You know, like I have no expectations beyond putting myself out there on a daily basis and putting some passion into this world and some positivity, some light, play some music for you guys, bring you some original music, play some covers in their own way, and to just remind you that I'm gonna live in the moment. And if you could just take one thing from me while we're here on a daily basis, is live in the moment. When you get off this show right now, just go and do something that's very much in the moment. Don't get in your head. I'm going to tell you something very quickly. I have a friend, I don't follower, he hasn't been on in a while, but he used to tune in every single day. Maybe I helped him enough where he doesn't feel like he needs it anymore, but he was tuning in every day because I was helping him get through some things. And I was trying to remind him, and maybe he got it, and I hope you guys all get this, that we are bogged down by our thoughts of the past. We're bogged down by everything that we do, and we are so hard on ourselves. Oh, I could have done that differently. We play out how many different ways we could do things or how we could have done things in order to get a different result. You can't change your result. Remember, it happened. Very quickly think about it, and then never think about it again. You need to do that for your own well-being. You think about it once, think about, okay, well, this is what I got from it, this is what I learned from it, and now I put it in the experience pile. And then you leave it there. I find what we do as human beings is we continue to rehash the same thing. We talk about it, we get to like a full conversation on it, we explore all potential angles, and then we find the one that makes logical sense, and we say, okay, that's what I'm gonna do, and then 30 minutes later we're like, you know what, but what if I do, and then what if this, like, yeah, but I don't know, and we do it all over again. And what did you do in that time? You spent an hour, 2 hours, 3, 5 hours, half a day going back and forth when you could have thought about it once and then get back to your moment. Remember, what you have at the end of your days are strong moments. When you get to it, and when you start looking back, I say, well, sitting in the recliner, 75, 85, 90 years old, you're sitting there and you can't do the things you love to do anymore, and maybe your knees go, or whatever it is, and you're sitting there. Well, what are you going to do? That's when you use that memory of yours, that brain of yours, and start thinking about the past all the time. That's all you got. And then you're thinking about your strong moments that you built. Just think about it as like a library of strong moments that you're putting together, you know? Denise, thank you so much. Be brave and do something. You are the man, Dane. I appreciate it, buddy. The censorship thing is killing me. I don't get it. Like, the bottom line is, let people make up their own mind. Here's the thing. Them censoring every single thing that comes out from the Republican side and from the Trump side is painting the perfect picture of how pathetic these people are and how bad it would be to let them win. If you let them win, we're screwed. Dagger, what did you send over? Let me see what this is. Dagger sent something over. I think I may have to move to... Do I have a... Let me open up a new browser here. Let's try this one. This is the Novak one, but let me just see if I can change this out. Dagger sent this over. Let's see what this is.
If you have postmenopausal osteoporosis and a high risk for fracture, now might not be the best time to ask yourself, are my bones strong?
I'll check that out when
Life's full of make or break moments. That's why it's so important to help reduce your risk of fracture.
I'll listen to that tonight. That, and then I gotta listen to the song that Dane wants me to play. Dane, what was it again? And who sings it again? I gotta write this down. I gotta write this down. It was something like, I'm writing this down. Hold on. Hit the pop-up blocker. Dane, what was the name of that song you wanted me to play? I can look back, but just tell me again. I'm gonna write it down. It was something about like Big Head Todd or something like that. No, it wasn't Big Head Todd. Let me see if I can look back. I know you'll probably say it though here. I just figured I would ask first, but let me see if I can go back and find it. I'm having trouble finding it. We had a lot of messages today, guys. Okay, let's see. Maybe Jimmy Eat World. Okay, I see it. Jimmy Eat World. Okay. Jimmy Eat World. Wait, ad blocker for YouTube. Is that a free app? Jimmy Eat World. Gotta be somebody's blues. And you know mine was, as it's got to be somebody's blues, baby. Got to be somebody's blues. All right, listen, guys. Awesome show again. 3 hours and 16 minutes. 3 hours and 17 minutes. I will see you guys tomorrow. Remember, day 541 is just going to be as cool as today. We're going to get into it. We're going to play some stuff. So if you have any requests, send them over. You have my email now. I think I dropped it up there a little bit on the screen here. And just if you head to my website too, markpyersrealtalk.com, in the bottom there, you can email me through there. You can contact me through there. Or also Discord, right at the bottom here, you'll see on YouTube the invite to my Discord page. You can email me directly on Discord anytime during the day. Q-Dubs, who hasn't been on the last couple of days, Dagger emails me. Dagger and I are in touch on Twitter. But I'm on every social media platform, guys. If you go to instabio.cc/realtalk, you can find all of the social media platforms I'm on. TikTok, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Facebook, on multiple platforms. I created a Hammerlin Jameson page for Facebook. I'm going to do it for Instagram as well. I'm on Instagram, if you guys can find me there. But I'm going to create a Hammerlin Jameson page for Instagram. And that's probably it. YouTube. Oh, I have one. I have a Hammer page for YouTube, but I'm not going to really post to it. Everything's going to be right here on Real Talk for Hammer. And we're going to be ripping the lid off of it on a daily. So if you tune in, you should have a good time. Did you guys see I want to play you guys something real quick. Hold on. I'm thinking I should do something because we're already on. And it's 12:21. Like, I thought I'd be able to finish early enough to get something done. It's 12:21, guys. I got a few big beat seats to build, but I'll have to do it tomorrow, okay? We're already on. Why the hell shouldn't we just stay on for the next 7 hours? You know what I'm saying? Big beat seats to build. Why is that echo? Okay. We're already on. Why the hell shouldn't we just stay on for the next 7? Do you guys hear that echo, or is it just me? I'm hoping it's just me and not some weird thing going on. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, I got this open. What I was thinking about something here. I wanted to play you guys a bit. Okay, this is from Hammer the other day. You got to just see how this plays out. Check this out. This is the old Hammer, okay? Hammer Jammer. Check this out. This is something that I don't know if you guys saw this yet, but I think it's very silly and absolutely hilarious is what it is. As far as I'm concerned, you know what's very interesting to me is there is only, it looks like, at least this is what it says here on my screen, that there are 9 views of this video and 5 likes. That's pretty good, except for no views, but to have 5 likes from 9 people is pretty cool. So if you do watch this video after I play it for you, please like it, share it, do whatever. Let me go back to the main screen here. I'm going to play this for you guys. Ready? Oh, wait, I don't need to do that. I copied it. Let me do it here. The old Hammer Jammer. Ready? Here we go. Okay, there we go. Ready? Hammerlin, I gave you a couple stories for today. I didn't hit home on a lot of them, but we're going to go back very quickly to one thing we have to talk about. It's a very important subject and a very, very important topic. Hold on.
You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic. And it's self-evident.
You know, I kind of want to, just as a Hammerlin side note here, I kind of would like to smear a poop all over Poison's face. That's just Hammerlin giving it to you straight here. I think she walks through her life without a lot of poop in her mouth, and she talks a lot. There's a lot of poop coming out of her mouth. I'm just not sure how it got in there because it doesn't appear that she's been eating poop. But I would probably smear some poop into her mouth to match the drapes, so to speak. Because honestly, I hear so much crap coming out of Poison's mouth on a daily basis. And again, it's about creating a narrative, and they'll create a falsehood, and then you, as in the reporters, will report about this falsehood. And then, of course, after a couple of days of reporting on this falsehood, John Q. Public comes walking out and says, hey, did you hear about that falsehood? It's a real hood. That's right. It's really what Trump did. I heard it in the news. It's real. Well, listen, I'm going to tell you something. This is Hammerlin Jameson. And I'm ripping the lid off the fake news, okay? Look what they're doing there is they're trying to give you the old 1-2 Magoo. You don't want to fall for it. Okay, people, look. The 1-2 Magoo is when they tell you one thing and they give you what you don't want, which is an elbow right in the side of the flache. Bottom line, this is a hammy one-time exclusive tip. Rip the lid off and ask them, say, can I ask you a question, please, Mr. Democrat? How come you only show up every June of an election year to talk to me about how you're going to look out for me, and then year after year after year, I'm kind of struggling along? It doesn't really seem right. But geez, you really are silver-tongued, because when I hear you speak, I'm like, I'm going to give that vote to the sleep sofa. And the bottom line is, there are people that are using you for your vote. You're a pawn in the game of chess. Correct. And guess who the king is on the board? No, it's not Donald Trump. It's George Soros. He's on the board. Yeah, he can only move one block at a time because he's a fat lard of crap. But the bottom line is he has a queen. Her name is Hillary Clinton, and that person just moves wherever she wants on the board. And Hammerlin's just got to let it out there for you, okay? We're ripping the lid off of the fake news. Hammerlin tells you the entire ball of wax. Listen, nobody likes wax in their ears. Bottom line. Let's get to a clip here. It's Hammerlin Jameson ripping the lid off of it. I'll see you tomorrow on the next Hammer Time. And just remember, you can't get anywhere unless you get the heck going. All right, Hammerlin. Hammer Jammer. Where is it? There we go. That's the old Hammer Jammer, guys, okay? My man, Dane, I went over to LinkedIn and connected back to you. That's an awesome picture of you and your little guy. I assume little guy. Adorable brother. Anyway, listen, guys, I appreciate you. If you have any questions, anything you want me to get into tomorrow, just shoot it over. Listen, while you are out and about, if you are working, if you're out of quarantine, you're in the car on a daily basis, you can get the Real Talk program. It's free of charge on any podcast network. The last 2 podcasts, I'm just going to read it off to you. You got investigative journalist Mariam Haneen. She joins Real Talk for Down the Rabbit Hole Part 2. No, this is Part 1. I'm sorry. I didn't do Part 2 yet for her. That's not up yet. And then the one right before I was telling you about Day 500, that's when I had Dane on, and we created the song Gotta Be Somebody's Blues on Day 500. It's the second podcast on the list. And then my birthday episode was pretty cool, where we did that cool face swap, where I put in like all the people from the face swap. And then before that is when I did the rap song. I created a rap song live. Oh, man, it's crazy. There's a lot of really cool stuff. The second, third, fifth wind, that is an awesome episode. That was from March 30th. And then if you really, seriously, if you go back, Dr. Chajan, he was right at the beginning about the coronavirus. I had him on. There was something back here I think you guys should check out. Well, I don't know. Look, if you're around, going back and checking out some of the older episodes, you'll hear how the show used to go before I was doing music and everything. Like, there's some pretty cool stuff here. Pretty cool stuff. I'm trying to see if there's something else here you should definitely see. The Momo Challenge, that one was a good one. It's about the kids online and all this garbage. Got a lot to talk about with that. Oh, guys, by the way, remind me tomorrow, okay? We're doing this thing called Techless Summer. And hopefully it's going to work. We're trying our best. And the bottom line is the tech is extremely addictive. And my kids are addicted too, because everybody's addicted to the technology. So we're like, look, we're going to do a Techless Summer. And to much of their chagrin. But we're going to do a techless summer, see if we can get them to just enjoy living without the tech again. Before they even knew about it, they were just playing around in the grass, throwing the ball. Now they're saying, can I play a Roblox? Or can I play this game or that game or Piggy? No, you can't play Piggy. What you can do is go and stick your little piggy in your mouth and suck away and go to take a nap, Baron. Okay. Oh, guys, listen. Officially 3 hours, 27 minutes, and 9 seconds. I will see you tomorrow on the next Real Talk. Remember, I'm here with you forever. Just set your timer. Subscribe and ding that bell on YouTube. And I'll see you tomorrow. It's Mark Pyers. And it's Real Talk. Have a great night, guys. You rock. Tomorrow. 5, 4, 1 in a row. See you then.